Hello, race enthusiasts. You may remember me from such racing films as Talladega Nights, Bristol Afternoons, and Daytona's Morning Dew.
We're inside your TV to tell you to go see the new cop movie, The Other Guys, on August 6th. And oh yeah, also want to let you know that you're watching NASCAR at the Brickyard on ESPN.
Thank you, guys. Let's talk quickly about the Fast Five on pit stops as we're getting ready to go back to green. There you can see Kyle Busch gained a position.
Now look how competitive it is on pit road. 12 and a half seconds there, down to just about 13. We saw the leader, his stop was 13 and a half seconds.
All right, let's reset it for you. It's Juan Pablo Montoya. He has selected the inside, as everybody has all day. Greg Biffle, then McMurray. Boyer 4th. Harvick 5th. Kyle Busch 6th. Mark Martin 7th. Tony Stewart 8th. Carl Edwards 9th. Casey Kane is now in the top 10. Pace car is off, and we're back to green flag racing here at the Brickyard. McMurray right behind his teammate.
And we got some beating and banging there too. Kevin Harvick kind of spun the tires on the start of that. Gives Kyle Busch a little contact.
Looks like they've sorted it out. Coming down the straightaway, boy, Greg Biffle side by side with Montoya. He had a nose in front of him, but here comes Montoya right back.
Yeah, a little drafting right there with teammates has definitely helped Montoya get the lead.
And Ganassi is now running 1 and 2 in his quest for the trifecta.
It sure is, and this may be the pass. We have a lot of laps to go and another pit stop, but we saw Jimmy Johnson last year take the lead late from Mark Martin and was able to parlay that into a victory.
Boy, Casey Kane, you saw him. He's moved up 2 spots now. He got around Harvick there into the 8th position. Looking a little bit further back there, you can see Harvick's trying to get back on him. Can't get it done. The pair right in front of them is Kyle Busch and Tony Stewart. There they go through the corner. Tony Stewart doing very well now into the top 5 for the first time today, if my recollection is correct.
Yeah, it's been a long road for this team all week, really. I mean, they just weren't that good, and kept working on it, found a few things in happy hour, and have made good adjustments in the race and great pit stops, and they're in a good spot.
Further back, look out, here comes Jimmy Johnson. Remember, he is a lap down, and he's in a race with that 43 of A.J. Allmendinger, and he lets loose.
Out of control.
And that's Denny Hamlin. That is for position on the racetrack, because the lucky dog, Allmendinger, Hamlin, Johnson, they're all 1 lap down. That's the only way they get back into this game.
And Hamlin, he's been in that lucky dog position, it seems like all day, trying to get that lap back.
Jacques Villeneuve, you see him right behind as he gets around the 12 of Brad Keselowski. Keselowski comes right back underneath him. Ryan Newman alongside of David Reagan. We've documented Newman's troubles all day long. Reagan running 19th right now.
And Martin Truex back in there. He's falling all the way back to the 20th spot. Looks like he may have an engine problem.
He has pulled down low. There he is on the right side of your screen, the 56, getting passed by 3 cars there.
Look, he may have some damage on the nose there, too.
Yeah, it looks like I was just trying to see if there's some damage on the front, maybe causing him to run hot.
He was 18th, and he does have some damage. There it is.
So he's just got a little dent kind of right in the center of the nose. I don't know how that's affected the ductwork and the cooling of that thing.
Yeah, I think they all got jammed up, and that may have been, I don't know if Harvick started that or if he was trying to miss something happening between 3 wide into turn 1 here.
And Keselowski, the winner there. Jimmy on the outside now ducks underneath him. Meanwhile, back behind him there, the 21, Bill Elliott gets around Truex for another spot.
Got no downforce. It's plowing.
That was the 56 radio, and he's talking about plowing, and we're not in the farm field, so it's not doing any good.
That damage definitely hurting his performance.
How about Bill Elliott here making a move around David Reagan?
And Scott Speed going around the 56 as well. That is also for position. So some great action back here from 21st on back.
Yeah, Bill Elliott's had a solid day. That moves him up there in that 20th spot.
Also, you see Travis Kvapil in that 37. He's on the lead lap.
Kvapil, 24th, the last car on the lead lap.
Reagan making a pit stop there.
A little bit further forward, there's Dale Jr. He's underneath and going past Matt Kenseth. So Kenseth going backwards.
Hey, what, guys, we've had sun on this racetrack. It is heated up out there. This track is extremely slick right now.
Kurt Busch right behind Carl Edwards, ducking down low. David Reagan had to come in and make a tire chase. He's going all the way around, Vince.
That's right. They had a tire going down. It's been a solid run for Reagan. He's been running right around that top 15 most of the day. They've been working on the race car all day long, so this was a bad break under green for the 16.
It is definitely a bad break. He was running 19th. He was at the lead of that big old freight train that we saw as those guys were duking it out. Here comes your race leader, so he's going to go a lap down as Juan Pablo Montoya has opened up a 1.7-second lead over his teammate Jamie McMurray here at the Brickyard 400, presented by Golden Corral.
Four-time Brickyard 400 winner Jeff Gordon continuing to have issues. Right rear tire flat on the 24 car, had to make the unscheduled stop. Good news is he should be able to make it all the way from here on out. Bad news, he also said he has the water temperature and oil temperature going way up. And guys, we may have other issues.
And Doc, the bad news is he's 5th on the list to get the lucky dog. He's 1 lap down. Now here's what happened just a little bit earlier.
You can see him getting loose right there. That right rear tire starting to go down.
Does a good job to hang on to it.
And there's the tread come up. Unfortunately, it happens going into turn 1, so he had to go all the way around.
Yeah, he literally would have been better off staying on the racetrack and have that come off there where they could have got a caution.
And there's what's left of the tire down on pit road. So
it's still going to be an issue. They're going to have to get that tread rubber off of there.
So one storyline may have gone south, and that being our first 5-time ever winner on the oval here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. But you just saw the gap between first and second, Juan Pablo Montoya and his Ganassi teammate Jamie McMurray. It's 2.1 seconds, but Jamie's got his mirrors full. The 16 of Greg Biffle. Biffle wants to break up this duo.
You can see Biffle hanging this thing out off the corners. He's trying everything he's got to get past Jamie McMurray and get a little bit more clean air on the front of that Ford.
Dave, let's get an update on the 16.
On the last run, Greg was so upset about losing the lead and not having a good race car that he said, did you make the adjustment in the right direction? He was kind of getting a little upset. Greg Irwin, his crew chief, assured him he had gone the right direction. This last time, they've been in track power and wedge adjustment. Greg has not said a thing, which the crew confirms. Yeah, if it was really bad, he would have told us. And you can see he's moving in on McMurray.
Right behind those two, 4th place is held down by our in-race reporter, Clint Boyer. He's been very steady all day long in that 33 Wheaties Fuel, as he is 3.6 seconds behind. And then Tony Stewart, who, boy, Friday, I didn't want to be around him. He was so unhappy with the way his car was running. Here he is in 5th, Vince.
Well, they found something late on Saturday in the happy hour practice. They thought they had a good baseline, and they had a game plan for their changes with the race car today. And they have been massaging this car with changes all day long. And Darian Grubb, their crew chief, said, we want to be best at the end of the day. Tony Stewart just came on his radio, and he said, I don't know what you've done, but this is the best I've had all day long. Not only is Stewart up on the wheel, but his guys in the pits have just been unbelievable today, picking him up spots every single pit stop. That's helped Tony Stewart get to the top 5.
Top 10 finishes in 5 of the last 6 races this season for the 14. And boy, there is the lead, but the battle for second is the best one we've got going right now. These guys have been going after it, and watch Biffle. He has come so close to the wall. Oh,
I think he touched it right there.
Can't do that too many times because this wall will bite.
He's doing it every lap so far, every corner. That's 4 times a lap that he has it. He might get a run right here. He's trying to loosen Jamie McMurray up right here, see if he can get him to where he can't get back to the throttle.
Well, a team owned by Ganassi has never finished 1-2 in a cup race, and Greg Biffle wants to make sure that streak stays intact.
These are 2 good friends, too, off the track, so I'm sure they're having a lot of fun racing for this spot.
Look at Greg giving a little eye on the inside. Jamie slams the door. Look out. They don't touch. There he comes out again. Oh, yeah. This is good.
You can see Greg had to crack the throttle just a little to stay off the wall that time.
Coming out of 4. Sliding again. Meanwhile, Clint Boyer's got to be watching all this and enjoying the show as well.
Well, he's not the only one. That's why Greg Biffle's pushing so hard. He sees those cars getting bigger in his mirror every lap.
Well, and also the gap has widened now, so maybe he's cooked the tires just a little bit. We'll find out when we come back to the Brickyard 400 presented by Golden Corral.